Endurance during your suffering. God will restore and can restore even during the grief and the loss. Healing can take place. There will be a range of emotions from every spectrum, questions in your head, and even doubt sometimes. Things tend to be black and white the entire time, but we don't look at the black and white. We read the black and white, we see the black and white, but what we don't pay attention to is the red flags. And so when there's continuous red flags and you try to stuff it down and put the flag back down and see if it'll work and see if the other person that's operating where they're operating will see the red flags, and it doesn't change, you'll start to notice that may not even be a red flag for them. That may be just the masks falling off, and that is who they are. And what happens is when you're in a toxic relationship, you're so under the veil of so many things that drew you together in common that the other person gets offended when you see the real them. And then you start to notice, like, hey, you sold me a lemon. Hey, you a scam artist. Hey, you a thief. Hey, you're a con artist. And you start to realize that the version that you entered into a relationship, partnership, businessship with, the motives were different. And then they expect you to, because you've been there for a while, maybe they expect you to operate with them in that delusional state of mind. They expect you to be like okay with that, because maybe they felt like you seen this and you ain't do nothing about it, so I thought you was with it. Understand that there's a space in there where you can start your healing and stay close to who you are. There's a space in there where the healing takes place for you to remember your pure intentions, your good motives. God will avenge my enemies. Live intentional to make sure you treat people good who God sends into your life. Be intentional to not poison people, to not make them settle for what you've settled with your unaddressed issues. Be intentional to respect what people have sacrificed. And just because you haven't sacrificed or dealt with your issues or crises doesn't make you a better person to just impose those things and pass your work off for somebody else to do. You can't evade it. What you will do is continue to pack your bags and your baggage and take them to and from, and you will be able to blame everybody, but it will always be a woe unto me victim story because you haven't done your work. How to endure during the suffering is be proud that you made it, because what was sent to break you and cause you to suffer also could have killed you. And when a person don't care about that, when a person don't care about themselves, they haven't endured anything. They have false endurance. They feel like because they get through one more chaotic, sporadic thing that they've caused, they're resilient. That's not resilience, sir, ma'am.